I'm dishing out free NHS trusts that are employing from red list country. It's really difficult staying hovering around the area of am I going to relocate, am I not going to relocate, because the things that you're supposed to even do here in your own country, you might not be able to do there because you are thinking I'm going to relocate, I'm not going to relocate, and it might take longer. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Shomi Mary Oshifoduri. I'm a registered midwife here in the UK, and I am constantly dishing out information that is useful to registered midwife in the UK and aspirants, or when I say aspirants, aspiring UK registered midwives. So if you're on this channel and you've clicked on this video, like this video, share this video, and of the fact I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because this is one of the benefits you get when you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Another thing you can do is to turn on the notification bell so that every time I put out a video, you are the first to check the video out, because sometimes, you know, when you dish out information, is as they ought, you need to work on this information as soon as possible so that you can benefit from the information. I know last year I talked about series of hospitals that were recruiting last year, and I know a number of midwives, like the number of midwives I've known that have migrated to the UK, which I'm also part of their process, is alarming. Like, it's very, very alarming. Loads of midwives are coming to the UK, and this is what we are here for. We are here for it. You know, I got so excited one day. I was at work, and I met one of our newly recruits, and she was like, "Mary, what's up?" I was like, "Yeah, Mary, right?" I said, "Yes, I'm Mary." You know, whenever I see them on the uniform, like, "Oh, you're new here. How are you doing? How are you feeling? How is it going?" You understand? I like to interact with new people. And she was like, "I know you. I used to watch your YouTube channel." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, really? Oh my goodness." It was a proud moment for me. Like, I really, really loved it. Like, I just hugged her. I was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you for supporting me." So thank you guys for supporting me. You mean a lot to me. And congratulations to everyone that have gotten jobs, people that are aspiring to get jobs. Congratulations to you. So right into the topic of today is I'm dishing out free NHS trusts that are employing from red list country. I know you've heard a lot of people are telling you no more recruitment of people from red list country. I think I'll just look for the link and drop it somewhere about red list country. But trust me, these trusts are employing, and I'm going to give you the tips to know the trusts that are employing. So one of the tips you need to know is, anytime any of your friends say welcome to a new dispensation, the first question you need to ask them, where are you working? Whether the person is a midwife, whether the person is a doctor, whether the person is a nurse, that is the most important question that you need to ask. Instead of you to ask, "Oh, how are you doing? Send money to us." That's not what you say. Oh, that's the next thing to say is, "Congratulations. What trust are you working for?" Why? Because for them to have employed your friend, that means they are recruiting from the red list country. They keep saying we're not recruiting for the red list country, we are not actively recruiting from the red list country. But you and I know that a lot of people are migrating to the UK. So one of the best way to know the trust that are employing people from the red list country is to get someone who has migrated. Like, just look for someone who has recently migrated and just ask them where they are working, or just find out about their trust. You understand? So that way you can look out for their applications, you can look out for their vacancy. And the good thing about it is, when you search any trusts, when you go to their website, there's always a part they say work with us. So when you press on that part, it's going to take you to the vacancies that they have in that trust, and you can modify it to whatever band you are looking for, whatever role you are looking for. And this doesn't only apply to midwives, it also applies to registered nurses. Your friend has traveled. Where did they travel to? What's happening there? Another thing you can do is to check up on the people that are already working in the UK. So if someone is working in the UK, for example, I'm working in the UK, you can ask me information about where I'm working. A lot of people that are close to me know that my trust is always one of the trusts that I always recommend to people, even if at the moment, if they say they are not recruiting. But if as soon as there's an opportunity for you to be able to walk in my trust, I'm always ready to give. You understand? There was a time that they asked her, even now they are recruiting, but some people say they don't actively recruit from red list country, but still keep, I tell people to try their luck, just apply, send your applications to them, so that you don't know which is going to work out. You understand? You don't know when they are going to say, you know what, we've not been able to apply from green list country, let's go to red list country. It can happen, and that's what is happening. So don't miss out your chance. Don't miss out a chance to get in the job because you are discouraged about red list countries. Another thing I want you to do is to, on your LinkedIn, optimize your LinkedIn profile. When your LinkedIn profile is optimized, you can also see managers, HRs of different trusts. You can also send them a DM. If you're lucky, they will respond to you. You can see their emails. If they're lucky, you respond to you. And also, on your application, when you apply on the track job website, on NHS website, you can also ask for a feedback. You can contact the mails that are there are written for a reason, so that if you have any information, you text them, you send them a message, you can call them, buy enough call cards to them and call them and find out what is happening about that trust. You understand? The next thing I'm going to say is that you should always turn on your notification, your weekly, if it's weekly alert email, or monthly alert email, daily alert email that you get from all these job websites like Indeed, job website like NHS Trust, job website, and track job website. All these websites, you need to turn their email, because let me tell you something, you're not the only one looking for sponsorship job. There are thousands of people also looking for this opportunity, so you need to be proactive. If they tell you there's a vacancy here, the first thing for you to do immediately you see it, just quickly apply, because before you say Jack, 200 people are applying for that same job. Before you say Rob, 1,000 people are applying for the same jobs. So you need to be proactive about this. You can't just say, I'm working today, I'm not doing it. If it's that, you need to take off every morning when you wake, if that's the first thing you do, to check how many jobs they've applied. At a point in my application process, I felt like I already know most of this trust, because I'm always applying to most of them. So that is how to get employment. And the last thing I'm going to say is to sponsor yourself to the country and do your exam by yourself. I'm going to make a whole new video on how to sponsor yourself into the UK to write your OSCE in 2023. I'm going to say that because a lot of questions I get is, how do I sponsor myself? A lot of people are impatient, you understand? A lot of people just want to get things going and move on with their life, because it's really difficult hovering around the area of am I going to relocate, am I not going to relocate? Because the things that you're supposed to even do here in your own country, you might not be able to do there, because you are thinking, I'm going to relocate, I'm not going to relocate, and it might take longer time. So you feel free to do self-sponsor. I have a video already on that. You can feel free to watch that. I'm just going to try to also link that in the video here. So when you watch it, you know what I did, because I did self-sponsor myself. So today, main cocoa, I know why you are here. You're like, this lady is talking too much. Move on. I know why you are here. I'm just saying that because we can't always spoon feed you. We also need to tell you these things so that you also find these things by yourself, because at least the last time I made the video was like 10 months ago or 6 months ago. At the end of the day, that information is already obsolete. You need to get another information. So within the time I'm going to make another YouTube video on it, what are you doing? That's why I've said these things prior to telling you the name of the list. So I have about 7 lists here. I think one of the hospitals, the trusts are together. 2 of the hospitals, the trusts are together, but they have different hospitals they can post you in. So please, if you find out about that, I didn't have the time to just confirm if there are 2 different hospitals, but they employ under the same umbrella. So just look for the hospitals and apply to their vacancies. Midway NHS Trust, this trust was actively looking for, I know people that had interviews and even got job offers from them, so they're actively looking for midwives from the red list country. They can't actively look for, you understand? Don't think they can't actively look for, but if you are actively looking for a job, you will find from these people. So Medway NHS Trust is one of them. University Hospital University Hospital, Coventry and Warwickshire, which is like Coventry Hospital, the NHS Trust, they're also employing. They're employing from red list country. North Cumbria Hospital is also recruiting. There are vacancies. People are getting interviews. So please just quickly run and go and check. Search for all these websites. Search for all these hospitals to make sure you don't miss out on this opportunity. Yeovil District Hospital is also employing. Like I said, this Yeovil District Hospital, I'm not sure if they are the same, like the NHS Trust kind of combines, like it's the one governing Yeovil and also Somerset. So Somerset is also recruiting. So if you're a midwife, you're watching this and you have a friend that is a nurse, you better tell them to also check these hospitals, because most hospitals that are recruiting nurses are also recruiting midwives. Most hospitals that are recruiting midwives are also recruiting nurses. So this is going to benefit everyone either way, you understand. The last I'm going to talk about is Dartford and Grafsham. Is it Grafsham? Yes, Grafsham Hospital. So they are also actively recruiting, and they consider applications from red list country. This is just 7 out of a lot of hospitals that are currently recruiting. So don't limit yourself to this. Just keep checking if the jobs are offering sponsorship. Once they offer sponsorship, make sure to apply to them, you understand. And just keep sending mail to the contact persons that are attached to each application. That way it draws attention to your application. When I say it draws attention to your application, it does not relatively influence whether they employ you or not, but the reason why it draws attention to your application, for example, if you're from a red list country, you're like this thing, and you talk to them, they might just say, okay, let's see what this person has to offer, and they see it and they think you are worth it. They might just give a bet on it, you understand. And don't be angry if you're from a red list hospital. It's our government that are trying to, they are not doing enough for us. And I heard that Ghana is making a move so that they can be removed from the red list country, such a way that for every midwife that goes to their country, they are going to be paying the government. That's a good move, it's a win-win on both ends. But I think they're going to sign an agreement for 3 years, and they will also come back to their country to come and serve, you understand. And their what are they calling it, what's their excuses? When I say excuse, like, for a lack of better word, I'm just going to say excuse, is that these people are also going to learn the global standard and are bringing it back to their country, which would also improve the health of the nation. So that's a good move. That's a smart move from Ghana, and I just hope that other red list countries can also emulate that, you understand. I'm not sure they finalized it. They just proposed it. So I hope you, at the end of this video, you've already started applying to all these trusts that I've talked about. If you watched this video to this time, just make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and I'll keep bringing more information for you. Till we meet again in our next video. Bye for now.